never gonna back down. She ready, ooh, yeah, she wearing that crown. She ready, ooh, she ready. She walking and talking, no faking, creating.
Salutations, my moon children. It's Tori, the Hope Dealer of Guided Intuition, and I am here, honey, to break down this new moon in Taurus energy. So listen, guys, you know I love astrology, and I love to give y'all some Tauriology, but I am not an astrologer. But I know some amazing souls that are. Two of my favorite is Beautiful K Moon and Wonder Girl, and I will link them down below, and they actually did readings on this new moon in Taurus. This is what I want to tell you, okay? The worst is behind you. And to every individual that is viewing this video, you have a grand new start, a grand new beginning, a grand new perspective, a brand new way of thinking. Grand, it is grand. A brand new way of thinking, being, seeing, experiencing. You know, your vision of life has been reset or restored. If you don't know by now, I love me some Trap Witch, and she posted this meme, okay? And I think I'm going to insert a picture of it, but it's like a video. Y'all got to go. That thing was so funny, and it's actually like a girl that was climbing on the pole, and it was like, you know, our expectations and things that we wanted, you know, for 2020. And basically, you know, the girl was climbing the pole, and the pole was kind of rocky, but she was still going to the top. And then, you know, the pole fell and hit the friend that was like paying attention to a whole other thing. As you can see, I really feel like what has happened globally, really, you ever like been climbing the top of a mountain, or you heard that saying, they talk about like if you're climbing something, but you don't take care of and get the foundation sturdy. You get what I'm saying? Kind of like that pole, you know what I'm saying? You about to swing on there, but did you check it? Did you make sure that the pole was sturdy enough to hold the weight, to hold the spins? Did you check it? Okay. What we are experiencing, even with COVID and just all of these things, has really put us in a different mindset and a different perspective, and really made us go within. In that video, Know Thyself, that I talked about, to really go within and evaluate, you know, what were we putting our values on? What did we have our eyes fixed on? You know, was it in alignment with our highest good? Was it fulfilling us? Okay. Because this new moon in Taurus, is the word that I see is rejuvenation. Right now, what Spirit gave me is a time to be about your happiness. It's a time to be about your craft. It's a time to be about your healing. It's a time to be about yourself. It's a time to be about the things, people, and situations that rejuvenate you. That's what it's on. You know, the things that, because with rejuvenation, what do we go towards? We go towards harmony. So that is what we all have an opportunity to experience. You know, the quote that Spirit gave me, that the sun is setting, and the sun, as the sun sets, you can guarantee that the sun will set, and you can also guarantee that it will rise. And we, with this new moon in Taurus, we're in the rising stage. Okay. So when that sun rises, what do you choose to do? It's an endless opportunities, possibilities. Now, what I want to do is really focus on a way to really ground this new beginning, this blooming, beautiful new beginning that has your name on it. How can you truly invite this beginning in? How can you truly be about it? Let me tell you something. One of the things is, we can talk about all day how many beautiful potentials, beautiful opportunities that we have, because you are the creator of your reality. It is very much real. Whatever it is that you want, you can have. So here is the truth. One of the things that Spirit is really asking me to focus on is not so much that this new beginning that's here, because yes, there is a blooming new beginning with your name on it. It is yours. It is yours. But what Spirit is asking me to focus on is how can we really ground this new beginning? Be it in love, opening your heart up to love, opening your heart up to financial freedom, opening your heart up to really follow your craft, to live your dream, opening your heart to really being okay with who you are. Okay. All of these things, like how can you really grasp, really ground that new beginning in this new moon in Taurus? Because it's very much real and it's very much here and we can all feel it. Nothing just happens. You better believe this reset that happened with the earth. Okay. That happened. It is some way and some, it's going to happen in your life. Before we take a look, because we're going to actually pull like, what's this new beginning? What's blooming, okay, under the surface in this new moon in Taurus energy. But I want to take a look and see what is it, that you can do, that if you apply it to your life, you can ground this new beginning in whatever form and whatever area that is in your life. When you're faced with a new opportunity, when you're faced with love, when you're faced with, following, your path, your destiny, it doesn't even matter. With everything in life, with every new beginning, with every ending, with every opportunity, everyone has to make a choice, okay? So I kind of seen this card, it fell out, but it says choice. By staying conscious in your thoughts, you guide your journey in the direction of choice. So our thoughts influence the choices that we make. So what Spirit is asking you to take a look at in this new moon in Taurus is your thoughts. What are you thinking? How do you see yourself? Do you know that you're worthy to wake up every day and do something that you love? Do you know that you're worthy of love? Do you know who you are? Do you know? Or are you still looking at the past, looking at, how, the last time that you put your heart out there, the last time that you opened up to somebody, they just did you so wrong. Are you looking like, the last time that you went after your dreams, it completely failed. The last time that you listened to, your heart, it went left. What thoughts are you thinking? Because your thoughts are going to determine the choices that you make. Okay. So I feel like in this new moon in Taurus, even though like we've been doing this whole time, it's getting clear in our mental space. But yeah, I feel like there's a dose of really, really not even getting clear, but taking a look at what it is that you're thinking, because your thoughts will guide your journey in the direction of choice. So what thoughts are you placing in your mind? And maybe it's time because the word for Taurus, this Taurus new moon is rejuvenation. Maybe it's time to rejuvenate, the way that your mind thinks and the things that you say. Maybe it's time to, go away from an old way of thinking. You get what I'm saying? And come into a new, because this is how you are going to really ground these new beginnings with your name on it and the desires of your heart. But it's going to take you, okay, to get clear on your thoughts, because your thoughts are influencing your choices. And that's one of the things that, you got to take a look at. Your thoughts. What are you choosing to think on? Where are you choosing to, to live at? And when I say that, I keep saying love, and I keep using love as a example because, listen, for somebody, a lot of people, honestly, because, Venus is going to be retrograding. But what I'm seeing out of that, listen, you already know that it's going to be real when I say listen 5 times, guys. But Spirit has really been asking me to put out more love guidances and really tapping into that energy, because somebody needs to notice. And whether it's love in a relationship or love in your craft, you have put so much time and effort into cleaning up your energy field and to really being about yourself, to really heal. Look at your shit, love your shit. Like, you have spent a lot of time doing that. How dare you let the past thoughts take away from all that you have created right now in this moment? How? We not doing that, y'all. I don't know who that's for, but baby, you have put in too much time, too much effort. No, to see it go down like that? Oh no. Honey, we got to get those thoughts caught up to where you are in alignment. You're in alignment, but your mind's not there. You know, it's kind of like that energy of, the Four of Cups. Here it is. It's great blessing in front of you. But yet you still like thinking about the past and, about the other 3 cups that spilled or, was no good. But you got something very good in front of you. You gotta look at it like that and apply that to anything in your life. Be it in love, in a relationship, be it in career, yourself, all of the above. You've been putting in the work. You have been putting in the work. You've been putting in the work. Now it's time to be about it. I know. And that's the thing. We get caught up in our heads, caught up in our thoughts, not realizing that our thoughts are way behind. We over here. You up here. Your thoughts back there. You can't be living back there with them thoughts. And I really feel like this new moon in Taurus is really going to help you move away from that. And honestly, what I feel like with this alignment, alignment is you being authentic and walking in your authenticity. I don't know if that's a word, but that's where we're going to put it at, guys. But that's what I just see. I feel like there's this new burst of confidence. Whatever you were lacking confidence in, I just feel like this newness coming in. And it's nothing that you have to do, but just be receptive of it. Just be open to the gift. Be open to the healing. Be open to the rejuvenation. Be open to the purification. You get what I'm saying? Be open to the blessing. The worst is behind you. You did all the work. Open your hands and receive the gift. You did everything. You come on. Okay? So listen, the choice is yours. The choice is yours. And right here is what you need to leave behind to really come into this energy that's available to you. So what do you need to leave behind? We have everything is fine. This is the 10 of Swords in the traditional tarot deck, okay? And then we have the Tower card. And just what I'm seeing right here when I pull these, guys, it's more so you have to allow the past to be the past. Allow the sun to set on the past. Crying over spilled milk. Okay, you know what? Yeah, they did you dirty, but guess what? Whatever lesson you learned, it built you, it gave you character. And I'm telling you, one thing about it and 2 things for sure. If you were good, honey, if you whatever you do, if you go in it the right way, you better believe that karma is going to be on your side, either or. But it's just that if you went in something the right way, you got good karma coming your way. And if you went in it kind of not, you got some karma, from payback. I mean, you worked for a check and you got to get payment. You got to receive it. So right now is allow the past to fall. Allow these tower moments. And this tower moment is simply, when you're stated with when you're granted with a new opportunity in love, when you're granted with a new opportunity in career, when you're granted in a new opportunity or a start or potential, a new beginning, what happens is you revert back to the past. And the past and the future, what Spirit told me, because I'm going to go ahead and turn over these cards right here, guys. So we have the 3 of Swords and we have the 4 of Wands. And what I'm seeing with this is that with this 4 of Wands and this 3 of Swords, these 2 energies are completely opposite of each other. They cannot coexist. You can try to mix water and oil all day. It's not going to mash much. mashed together. It's not going to do that. These two energies are very contradicting to each other. We know the opposites attract, but in this case, these like repel each other. You can't. There's a new beginning right here. A new start, a new perspective, but it's all the way your thoughts. Just say in love. There's a new start in love, but it begins with the way that you see things. There's a new start in financial freedom, but it's all about your perception, all about the thoughts that you're choosing to entertain. And the question is, are you choosing to entertain the Three of Swords, the betrayal, the loss, the lack, the hurt? And I'm not saying that it's not a time and a place to allow these emotions to come up, honey. Yes. Listen, allow it to come up. Guys, you might hear my nephew in the background. But listen, in this time of isolation, whatever was happening in the world, we all got an opportunity to really, work through our emotions. Allowing ourselves to feel our emotions, allowing, whatever you didn't bury to the surface, or like, did I say that right? Whatever was buried, deep down, that if you would have built your foundation on, it's going to be rocky. Okay. I feel like we had a time where we had to really, look at these things, remove these swords, and then build a foundation. So for some, I feel like the energy split. You've already removed the swords. Okay. Now it's just you just allowing, love or whatever blessing to come your way. You're just allowing your blessing to take, you're being receptive, receiving your blessing. You've already did the work to remove the swords. And then I'm feeling like for some, it's time to start doing that work to remove the swords from your heart so you can receive the blessing. Allow tower moments to happen. Don't avoid these tower moments. Tower moments are blessings. I'm telling you, they blessings in disguise. That shit don't feel good all the time. Oh, no. Clean it up. And literally, guys, as I'm saying that, my throat chakra wanted to close up on me. So tower moments do not always feel good. That truth hit, and that truth can hurt when you have to look at that truth. But that truth is what's going to liberate you. That truth is what's going to get you to stop pretending, or occupying yourself on what really doesn't matter. Like you're on the phone and you got all these swords inside of you. Like, what are you doing? So let's see. How do you go about it? Rejuvenation. Yeah. Purification, purifying, removing, being about what rejuvenates you and detoxing and purifying what doesn't. This is a time of purification right now. Right now in this very moment. That's what it's all about. Oh, guys, I'm so sorry. So you can actually, take action, actualization, and fulfillment. Come on. Act. That's an action word. It requires you to do something. And that is to let go of the past. Let go of the Three of Swords, the pain, the hurt, so you can really receive the fulfillment. Then you can receive the blessing. Okay. So let's just see, by making the choice to walk away from the past, and just open yourself up to this new moon in Taurus energy, to ground these new seeds that you're planting, allow them to sprout, allow them to grow, by allowing the sun to set on your past. You're allowing the sun to rise on your future. Ooh, listen. So what happens when we do these choices? Listen, it says a personal issue reaches resolution. Then we got the full moon in Cancer. We know Cancer is always in a feelings, honey. So listen, by making a decision to look at the past, okay, or allow the sun to set on the past. This is how you come into the answer or the situation or the resolution that it is that you desired. This is how you come on to, in the bottom of the deck, a win-win outcome is forecasted right here. Okay. And then we got, wow, nothing is yet set in stone. Be bold, make the first move, take the action steps that you're being guided to. Listen to your intuition. Okay. Look at that. We got nothing is yet set in stone. And it's funny that, that came out because I wanted to pull 3. Just like that with choice. Nothing is set in stone. Okay, so what I want to do, guys, is I want to read, I just zoomed in some. I want to read a personal issue reaches resolution. So it says, the full moon in Cancer. Things are likely to get very heated as full moon in Cancer is a super emotional sign. So there could be something of an I always mess this word up, but explosion of feelings around now or surrounding your question. So this card is all about you being in your emotions. And this is what needs to happen. An emotional release. How to really grab onto this blessing. How to really move from the 3D world to 5D, where we're headed, where we are right now. One of the things that I did say about 2020, and I just didn't know that it was going to happen like, the way that it did. But the veil is lifted. Okay. Meaning, only what is built upon truth and realness will stand. Okay. And how you define that truth and that realness is really about allowing yourself to go into your emotions and know thyself. Check out, if you have not watched that video, I will link it down below, because that's where I really tap on, to really pull out those emotions and, to get yourself to ask yourself some questions like, who are you? Do you know that you are enough? What have you let validate you? Is it a relationship? Is it your finances? Is it some career? All of the beautiful things that I listed, those are great things, but they are not who you are. You get what I'm saying? So really, really allowing yourself to feel your emotions, allowing yourself, to experience that. It says a challenge is now coming to an end. This card also suggests both that a domestic matter or private issue will soon come to a head, and that it's a great time to move house. The answer to your question lies in being a kind leader. This is a time for you to step up and agree to overcome your insecurities. Because what is the past full 9 times out of 10, when you don't want to move towards a new beginning, what's stopping you? Insecurities, not really knowing that you're worthy, hanging on to the past, and insecurities and doubt, they love to live. You get what I'm saying? In the past. And even slightly in the future. But how you tweak the future with the insecurities is by being present in this moment, okay? Realizing that nothing is set in stone, that the thoughts and the things that you choose to think on is what's going to cultivate your future. That's going to really allow you to open up to this blessing. That's what I'm seeing. Nothing is yet set in stone. Mutable moon. It says mutable is all about change, shape shifting. Even though something is still developing. This card indicates that something is indeed changing and there's room for marvel. So take it as a sign that the situation you're asking about is far more finalized if you're not happy with the current state of play. It means you can still change the course of the outcome. However, there is also a sense that the situation could perhaps be a little unstable. For some, this is a great news because you can still influence it. Others will struggle with the uncertainty, but should stay with it a little longer. Either way, nothing is yet set in stone. So it says the autumn of this moon, the auto tune of this moon. I know that the best will unfold for me. So what are you choosing to look at? Are you saying that the best will unfold for me? Or, oh my God, it's going to go left like last time. My favorite saying is, when shit goes left, don't go with it. We have a choice. The things that I'm talking about currently right now, we have a choice. Even if you can't physically shift something, you can shift it mentally. All about what you're choosing, what thoughts you're choosing to think about and what thoughts you're choosing to entertain, because ultimately that's going to influence what you get. That's what's going to influence it. But what Spirit wants you to know right now in this very moment, you're the creator of your reality. Okay? And by choosing to change the things that you look at and change your thoughts and change the way that you see yourself and see yourself how the divine sees you, a win-win outcome is forecasted. The full moon in Libra, the sign of partnership, of falling in love, and of closely relating to someone else, since full moons are about climaxes and conclusion. This card suggests that you're either about to start a new relationship or one that is of important existence. So I'm telling you, y'all, I'm telling you, I'm actually, as I was, finishing out some healing sessions, Spirit asked me to do another channel reading, of surrounding love. I'm like, okay, I'm telling you, what you have been praying for, what you have been preparing for is right in front of you. You better know your worth and you better go grab it. Just how my nephew, Caden, my 5-month-old nephew, is so disrespectful and he does not care that I'm recording. He is going to scream and have his good time. You better be about that. You better be like that when it comes to what it is that you desire. Because it's very much real and it's very much here. It's all about you making a conscious decision to change and choose what thoughts that you choose to change. To choose to change. There we go. What thoughts that you're going to entertain. What thoughts are you entertaining? Okay? Are you fixated on the past and how every time that it failed? Are you hopeful and optimistic, and do you have faith in the future? That's what you're being asked to take a look at, okay? And really define right now. So let's just see. What is it that Spirit wants the beautiful soul to know that is watching this video? What else would you like them to know? And even love. I'm really feeling like a relationship, but also just love of, a career, what it is that you desire, what it is that you want for yourself is what I'm seeing. But we got peace, okay? This is what this new moon in Taurus wants to deliver to you, peace. A peace that surpasses all understanding. Peace within your relationships. Maybe you in the past in love, you had some shitty stuff going on. But no, that's not what it is. Whatever was, oh my God, hard to look at, be it in career, be it in, finance, your spiritual beliefs, practices, yourself. What this new moon in Taurus wants to grant you with is peace. Bring back harmony. Okay? But you have to allow this change. And this change is to take the action steps that you're being guided to let go the fear. Okay? And surrender the past. Okay? Because I always mess up this word, but I always miss this word of sovereignty. Pray I said it right, guys. It's all about you being in control of your life, and not having outside situations, entities, spirits, whatever you want to call it, people, situations influencing you, because that means that you are not in control of your life. So what this new moon in Taurus is offering you, the opportunity to be in control with your life. One of the things that Spirit told me that, really brought back to my mind is that nothing without intention. Nothing without intentions. When I tell you in the morning, when you wake up, honey, when those big feet or little feet hit the ground, set an intent. Today is going to be a prosperous day. Today is going to be filled with beauty, or I'm going to look for the beauty. Even when bullshit tries to come my way, I am making a conscious decision and setting an intent to look the other way and not allow it to penetrate my energy. You get what I'm saying? When you get in that car and get on the highway, I set an intent. The traffic is going to be amazing. You know, no accidents, no harm, nothing's going to come my way. Anyone that's connected to me or around me, we are all good. We are all safe. When you eat that food, when you eat that piece of cake, this cake will not stick to my stomach or my thighs, but it will go to the backside. You know what I'm saying? Set an intent. Everything. Before I even have a conversation, I don't care who it is, I'll be like, you know what? Depending on who it is, I'm like, you know what? This person is going to tell me what they need. Going to help and get off my line. I don't care. You know, this conversation is going to go good. We're not going to talk about negative things. You know, just depending on them family members. Y'all know them friends. You know, sharing family members. You know, you have to prepare yourself like that. You know, I set the intent that today I'm going to go to the gym. I'm going to work out. Like nothing without intentions. And the reason why I'm bringing that all up is because I am in control of my life. Nothing, no outside entities, spirits, whatever you want to give them. Like, no, I take complete responsibility for my life. Everything that flows in my life, the good, the bad, the in between, the great, the blessings, it's all. I take full responsibility. And there's actually a ritual that the beautiful, I won't say her name is Carla. Oh my God, I don't know her name, but she shared it. And where you can actually, just say, if you realize that, you have a lot of outside situation or people, really influencing how you move, the things that you do. There are certain rituals and things that you can do to liberate yourself and free yourself. Like this is real. So my love muffins. I hope that was a mouthful, but listen, this Taurus, it's time to be about it. It's time to be about it. Be about the things that rejuvenate you. Okay. And be about your peace, your happiness. I love you guys so freaking much and your healing. And I will catch you on my channel. As always, it is such an honor to read for the beautiful soul that is watching this message, this guidance. I love you and I will catch you on my channel. Take care.
Follow, she blazing.